Welcome or welcome back, new viewers and gamers. It's time for a new episode of the new Super Mario Bros. Wii playthrough, and today we're now in World 7, or as I like to call it, Heaven. And we're going to start this heavenly journey to World 7-1. Let us begin. As you can see, this world is based around the sky, or the clouds, whichever you want to say. Where a lot of levels will, be in the air, and there will be a lot of bottomless pits as well. So starting this off, and let me just spin right over here, get this coin because I can. So let's start off with this here warp pipe. And now because we're in the air, it's very similar to some other levels like 5-5 and 1-5. So these here platforms are just going to move all around. Gonna hit him, and let's gain the power of fire to deal with that piranha plant sitting over there. You see a lot of those guys throughout this world. I get him out of here, and notice there's also a lot of differently colored pipes as well. Well, this is actually a little reference to, I believe, Pipe World from Super Mario Bros. 3. Which is a neat little reference for this late into the game. Which, as we'll see later with Ludwig Von Koopa, he was also the boss of that world back in that game. With all those pipes. Alright, here's the first star coin, as you can see over there. You can get that from as I was saying, you can get that from real-time wall jump. We just need to get to the apex of the block over here. There we go. And it's ours. Let's just not get in the way of that piranha plant. Okay, there we go. Since we don't have fire at the moment, no killing him. Alright, we got ourselves a checkpoint. I think it's still possible to go down there. It'd be a lot easier if we had the flower though. Alright, this here is where there's a second star coin. Gotta be real careful not to fall into the pits below. And this should give us a neat little power. The propeller mushroom, still the best power in the game. And there is a star coin I was mentioning. Alright, let's land on this here platform. And get up here. Alright, and let's be careful with our platforming. Gotta be real precise here so we don't fall down. And there's the final star coin. Alright, I think we got enough altitude to land on these pipes over here. Let's go in this way. No need to even finish that triple jump, you just get right on top of here. Easy start.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
And we have ourselves a Toad House. Now, as I've stated in the previous episode, each and every single Toad House, at least of the mushroom, the red mushroom variety, has a set pattern in it. It might seem random at first, but it really isn't, actually. Alright, let's go inside. And as I've stated, the fourth tile on every single one of these, no matter which world you're in, is always safe. So always rely on that one as a nice little start. And whenever you look up the guide, you can kind of follow through the rest of it. Alright, so we start off with a neat little ice flower. Alright, that means the one to the right of it is a safe block as well. And give ourselves another one. Double ice flower, that means right over here is a fire flower according to my guide over here. Or actually, that's a propeller mushroom. Alright, so I know which one we're on now. The star, this one right over here is a Bowser sign. We are not going on that one, and we'll go over here instead. Alright, mini mushroom, and we can go around this entire square. And get ourselves a penguin suit as well. That we might not use for the rest of this gameplay. And just continuing to avoid the Bowser signs, we got ourselves the star now. And now we'll go over here and down here. There we go to this one to get that propel mushroom, and that is all of it. It's perfectly done. And Mario does his little dance. Alright, next up, let's go on over to 7-2. This level is quite unique in the fact that it has swimming mechanics, and pretty much probably the second to last time we'll see it. Well, okay, maybe not second to last time. But as I was mentioning, swimming mechanics over here, and Shane Chimps. So you got a ground pound on this little stake here 3 times, a nice little reference to Super Mario 64, where you can do the same thing in that game. Just wait for it to attack first, ground pound on it, it'll run rampant like that. And the voice clip sound even changed a little too. Alright, since we have Propeller Mushroom, we don't need to go into those little bubbles, but you can if you like. And this is just here because, I guess. And bullet bills as well. Gotta watch out for them. Honestly, this was another one of my little sister's favorite levels too, just of all the floating bubbles. It's always kind of fun to swim through them. Another reason why the swim mechanics in this game are pretty decent, actually. Definitely more so than the 3D Mario games, in my personal opinion. Alright, let's wait for that change chomp to attack. Go down over here. I kind of remember ground pounding being able to get you through that, but I guess not. If I remember correctly, I think there's some blocks over here that you can actually break using the chain chomps as well. Alright, come on, try to attack me, you know you want to. Just trying really hard not to lose my propeller. Alright, those blocks right over there. We need to use this chain chomp to break them. We got ourselves another one up. That means Mario gets to lose his hat. Right now, I want you facing to the right. When I do this... Oh, I almost got hit there. Somehow I didn't, but I'm not complaining. And got ourselves that. If I remember correctly, I think there's like a shadow spot around here. A little invisible wall, if you will. I don't really know what to call it, to be fair. If I remember correctly, there was a neat little warp pipe over here. Let's just get in between these two. Alright, no reason to do that there then. And you can see the little warp pipe down there. We're gonna go to it. And there's yet another star coin for us. It's a nab. Pretty easy to get with this, with or without the propeller mushroom. Just makes it a little easier, I'd say. Gee, the game almost got a cheap death on me right there. Not the best place to put an invisible block, I'd say. I mean, at least the game kind of hints at it thanks to the little, what we'll call it, the coin pattern they got going on there. And there's a neat little patch down there that you can see, where there's nothing too special in it. I think we're at the end of the stage where we're missing a star coin, so let's go back and find it. And the last Dark one is just sitting right over here. Just out in the open between two chomps. And swiftly get our way out of there before one of them has the chance to hit us. And that's all 3 of the star coins for this here level. Alright, this is the end of this level as well.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Alright, now we go on to the next level, that being 7-3. Let's go on upward.
Let's go.
Alright, and just like 1-5, this one is in the sky as well, with some mushrooms. And fuzzies are the main gimmick in this here level, and they look absolutely horrid in this game. And as I mentioned in my Paper Mario playthrough, they originated from the Yoshi Island games. Alright, let's try to time our jump a little bit better over here, and go fly this way. Alright, and the first star coin is right over there, so let's let these guys drop. And we can jump our way up there. Even better, we can just fly our way. And I got hit. Well, it was worth the risk. Excuse the stuttering. Alright, these guys will drop down over here. Just simply jump over them. Neat little teacher element for the player, so they know how that works. And the player is given just enough time to react. And our checkpoint is right over here. And look at that. Another mushroom for the one we lost. I get a few extra coins up here, I guess, just for absolute fun. And simply fly over these guys. They're absolutely trivial. Alright, if I remember correctly, I think there was a star coin on all of that as well. I gotta stay safe right over here. I guess there's nothing else down here. It's kind of just a crazy part of the course. Might as well just skip all that. We don't need to worry about it. Try and jump out the way of these guys. They'll ring back around. Right over here. Alright, that saved myself. That's fine. And I guess I missed one of the star coins, and here comes the big fuzzies. Let's jump over that one. Uh-oh. Whew, he missed me. Alright, star power. I can at least kill these guys. I think it's one of the few times you can kill fuzzies in this game as well. I guess we're just running straight to the goalpost.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Alright, now it's time for the dungeon as well as a life shroom house, which we do not need right now. So let's go towards the dungeon.
Time.
And just like 4-dungeon, there's a secret exit here. But I want to fight Ludwig first. And this here gimmick is moving side to side with this here platform and dodging many different obstacles. The propeller mushroom becomes such a godsend for this level as well if you need it. Though, ice and fire flowers tend to be what's available here. Kinda wish there was a way to make this go faster, honestly. At least just a little bit faster. Like 10% faster. That's small. But you can freeze the bullet bills, so you don't have to deal with them too much. And in the second half of the stage, it gets a little more annoying, but you'll see in due time. Okay. Alright, here comes the Red Ring Challenge. as this guy gets in my way. And I missed it. Oh well. I remember this being absolutely chaotic during multiplayer as well. Because if one of the players ends up getting thrown off of this thing, the person who's still on it gains control over the ship. Or if you want to call this a ship, I guess. It does become a neat little maneuverability challenge, though. Alright, there's a star coin. And I'm dead. Okay. Alright, no other choice but to try again. Alright, give me a poisonous mushroom. That's totally not poisonous, I don't know.
It's a good time.
Alright, we'll start again. And more of the reasons why I wish this was a little bit faster. Because anytime you game over, you gotta, well, not game over, but you die, you gotta start from the beginning of the level unless you hit the checkpoints. And you gotta do this again in the second half of the stage. Alright, you will get a fire flower if you get all those 8 red coins. Though personally, I think the ice flower is certainly more useful for this. Or if you want to be funny, the penguin suit. And here comes the Monzai Bills. Gotta be real careful with these guys. And much like any other giant enemy in this game, they don't stay frozen for very long. Like that. Though you can use it to stall for a bit, which is pretty neat. Give me that star coin. It's mine. I used to think there was something on the other side of the screen there, but there's nothing up there. Or maybe there is something there. I forgot about that. But anyways, that's it, this checkpoint over here, and we can get close to a secret exit. And instead of or bullet bills, now we have to deal with bombs. And we need one of these in order to access one of the star coins. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was infuriating as hell to do. Even with multiplayer, and you'll see what I mean in a sec. Now, once again, Ice Flower is a bit of a godsend in this level. And if you have the propeller mushroom, you can be real cool with it and fly through this without the ship, if you want to. I think one of the best things about this level is maneuvering your way to kind of keep the minimum amount of bombs on this little lever thing, of course. Oh, don't have that now. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a secret exit here, but we'll deal with that the next go around. And there's the star coin I was mentioning earlier. The more reasons why I really wish this was a little faster. You can actually throw it over. I'm dead. Well, thankfully, it'll eventually come down to, you know, it's faster to do that anyways. But as I was mentioning, it's probably faster to just fall that, well, not faster, but it's probably better to just fall like that, because the, whatever that is, the lever platform thing, will follow you down there so you can get back onto it.
It's a good time.
Alright, let us try this again. Alright, let's stay on this side. Try to minimize those bombs as much as we can. If you're good at timing when they get shot out, too, you can kind of keep them off the lever platform until you really need them, and then that happens. And this level does suffer from a similar problem to 5-4. In the fact that sometimes those bombs can kind of feel like they jump right out of the sky, like there's no... I mean, there's a telegraph for it, I guess, but you're not really seeing it on screen. You don't like that. Or maybe it's better to just go straight for the ice flower here. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's do it. I have 13 of them anyways, might as well.
It's go time.
Alright, you try, and try again, as they say. Probably best to keep one of these guys on your head. So you have a neat little shield. So you don't get randomly blindsided by one of them. This is a decently fun level, though sometimes, as I mentioned before, little ones like that. Thankfully my little strat is working so far. Alright, now we're near the top of it. Bomb coming to me. Come on, there we go. I let that explode. Really, the only problem with this is... Ah, mother of hell. Alright, I'm probably just gonna get that one off screen. I had a lot of trouble trying to get that one anyways back in elementary school. Playing with my little sister all the time. I always had trouble trying to get that. But anyways, let's fight Ludwig Von Koopa. Fun fact, I didn't mention this earlier. I should have, in earlier episodes. But the different Koopalings, they're all named after different musicians. In Ludwig's case, you could probably tell Ludwig von Koopa is named after John Beethoven. And he can shoot fireballs at you and they are enemy seeking. And he even has a flutter jump just like the Yoshis. Now, haven't you noticed that oftentimes Ludwig is fought the latest of the 7 Koopalings in most games? That's because he's considered the strongest of the Koopalings. Or at least the most skilled. And you can kind of see that with the fact that he has the most techniques out of all of them. And he also swings his staff much faster compared to the others, meaning he attacks much sooner, as we are seeing here. Definitely keeps you on your toes a little more compared to the other Koopalings. And down he goes. Imagine if I fell to the side. Down he goes. Makes me think he's part Yoshi. Maybe he is, who knows. Alright, Boo House is the next level, but we're not going to do that just yet. Oh, Toad's in trouble again. Sorry, Toady boy, you're going to have to stay there.
What?
Yes, Save, you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. But now we're going to go right back into here and go to the secret exit. Secret exits. I like me my secret exits. Anyways, go back up here. Don't even remember how to get that second star coin. I think that one I'm just gonna deal with off screen, honestly. Alright, giveth me the power of fire. Too bad it's useless against blood bolt type enemies. There's a hell of a lot of bullet bills on the screen. It's a bullet hell, if you will. Okay. Come on, I guarantee you at least one of you laughed at that, right? Whatever. Alright, onward to the bonsai bills. Don't gotta worry about these guys too much. Well, maybe a little more because of the fact that I don't have ice with me right now. Yeah, take that. This totally isn't useless. Woohoo! Sliding down with style. I think there is a secret warp pipe up there, but it's best to use the propeller mushroom for that one. Alright, time to hit the checkpoint just in case we die at any point during this. Just like we saw in 4-Dash Airship, Bonbons are susceptible to being hit with fire. And which in my opinion, I think bullet bills should have a similar interaction with fire-based attacks, but oh well, they don't. Alright, let's stay on the far side over here. We're gonna need to for this. Alright, we're almost to the secret exit. It's really close. Alright, fine, that's okay. I get on over here. And they give us bullet bills. And once again, the screen is slightly zoomed in, and I don't really care about the bullet bills. They're there just to get to the top of here if you're skilled enough. I guess I'm not skilled enough. I don't know. I mean, I have so many lives, does it really matter? Alright, and now where does the secret exit lead? See what secret level that most don't know about? Well, quite a bit of people know about. This game's pretty old. Anyways, you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. Let us save. And I guess for the last bit for this episode, let's just go over here for a split second. Get some of our labs back. And there's a new little thing that we're going to see here. That being 3 lives right over here. Might as well go for the gold. I mean, if you want an easy 3-lifer, you could just sit right over here and just stand directly until one flies over, like that. Get 4. But I guess that's not the most fun thing to do, is it? Alright, and now in the next part, we'll deal with the ghost house right over here. So if y'all enjoyed this edition to New Super Mario Bros. Wii playthrough and you want to see more, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow. It will be the on screen now on YouTube. That bell button for considering answering the question of the day. What's your favorite cloud or sky-based level in a Mario game and why? Let us know in the comments below. And finally, consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a subscriber for $6 a month with wonderful bonuses such as ad-free experience. Alright, with that being said, thank you everybody for watching and have a terrific day.